So we got back from Colorado yesterday night. We were on a trip for a few days, and I thought I would do garden tour now that we're back home. It is early, not early in the morning. It's about 9 o'clock, and the sprinklers are outside are still on. So I'm gonna show you inside real quick. This is all the stuff I just picked this morning right before the garden sprinkler zone came on. We have this zucchini that I just picked for them. There's Haley right there. She's still waking up. There's the cucumbers. I picked all these this morning. I think the squash was from last week. But these are all the zucchinis. I got some asparagus beans this morning and all these cherry tomatoes. Those are from last week. They're kind of going bad. And then these are the sun sugar cherry tomatoes. There's a lot to pick ever since we were gone. So, yep. I guess I'll show you outside real quick. I'll show you see if I can show you the back garden yet. I think the last zone is going to turn off in a few minutes, so because our sprinklers are set for there's 7 zones and they come on around 5 a.m. and turn off about 9:05. So our last zone is on right now. So I guess I'll do this garden last. But here is the oh yeah, here's the garden. Over here, I'll show you this, I guess. It's all wet because the other sprinklers came on also. These are the lilies, the sweet williams. They still have some flowers, so that's nice. The blueberries, oh, there's a blueberry that's ready. Yummy. They're just really, really wet and muddy kind of. Here's the blackberries. They got huge. But you know, they're pretty good. Thinking about having it grow over. We're gonna try that because they're really big, and I don't want them to take over the blueberries. And so I'm just gonna check how many minutes we got left. 5 minutes left. Yeah. So this is our zone 7. I'm just gonna wait for this to turn off. We have only 5 minutes left, so yeah. Yeah, this is our garden. It's pretty big. I'll show you this one over here first. You can see that. I don't know if you can see it. There's a rotor over there, all covered by the pumpkins. I think I made a sprinkler tour of our sprinkler system probably a week or 2 ago, and our garden was much smaller, and so this rotor wasn't taken up all the way. You can definitely see it's all taken up, and the pumpkins almost growing into it, so that's not good. But the garden was much smaller, so the rotor was just kind of just standing there getting a lot of coverage. Now the garden's all over it, so I might have to think of a way to raise those sprinklers up because they're kind of low. Here's the other side, a rose bush back there, and then the petunias are right there. And then here's the basil. These are the asparagus beans. I picked quite a few of those. These are what they look like. There's some more down here. So yeah. Tomatoes are growing very much into them. There's tomatoes all the way up to here. They're supposed to just stay in the middle there, but it's okay. The asparagus beans are doing good too. They're going right there. There's even a couple of little ones to pick soon, I guess. And then, picked a lot of cherry tomatoes. There's still some there, but they're not ready yet. This is actually a normal tomato. I can't believe, because we planted the normal tomatoes over here. Looks like the normal tomatoes made it all the way up to here. That's crazy. These are the normal cherry tomatoes, and then the normal tomatoes. This one's almost gonna be ready soon. Same with this one right here. There's that one down there, and that one. There are a lot of them now. They're doing good. Let me see if I can get a good view of the cherry tomatoes. You can't really tell which one's which because they're all mixed together now. You can only tell by the type of tomatoes on there. Oh. There's a cherry tomato right there that I forgot. That one's ready. I'll get to that later. A lot of cherry tomatoes. So many of them. They're growing all the way up to here. Same with back here. We have a sprinkler behind here. That's raised up pretty tall. That one's on zone 4. I actually added a new nozzle up there. So it's raised like a finger sprayer like the other ones, and it's just a half one. But it only pops up like it's not even above the plant. So I'll have to raise that up, maybe up there or something, even though it'll spray over. Hopefully we'll figure out a way. Here's the peppers. Oh, looks like this one's getting eaten. can see the inside of that one right there. That's not cool. Will do. These ones, I guess, are getting eaten or something because these are the bell peppers. They're rotting or something like that. Yeah. Here's some other peppers. There's another one. Yep, they're doing good. This one died. Never really made it though. Yeah. I know our cat Cream Puff likes to sleep back here. So, yep, here's the sun sugar cherry tomatoes. There's like those orange ones. They're like back there and over here. And mixed with the normal tomatoes. You can kind of see a normal tomato right there, that one. And then, yeah. And then they're growing all the way up to here, all the way back here behind the peppers. So, yep. And then, I guess I'll show you the front yard real quick. The petunias are there. We got a lot of weeding to do. We got a lot of weeds. These flowers are about done blooming. We got a little ring around the sprinkler there. That's annoying. We have more of these plants. They're done blooming though. Although we still got some blooming right here that are about to start blooming. So that's good. They're blooming already, but these ones are still about to. So that's cool. More petunias and those neon yellow flowers. They're cool. More petunias over there. Bush. Lilies right there and there that are not even blooming. This plant and then all these lilies and stuff that are done blooming, and then this plant and then all these I think done blooming. Actually, let's see if these might be the seeds. I don't think they're done blooming, but I feel something in there. Must be the seed pod or something. There's the these are cool. I don't remember having these. I thought this was a weed, but no, it's actually a little beautiful daisy looking plant. Well, they aren't daisies, but they smell good. They're cool looking. These are what they look like. I don't remember those being there, but they're cool. There's more petunias. All that stuff. Those are cool. Here is these plants. These things are still blooming. And they smell good. Yep. These old brownie looking crusty little brown things are, I guess, what they look like when they're done blooming. I'm guessing these are our first blooms. These ones are still there. Beautiful. Still got a lot more. I'm wondering if these are snapdragons. I can't remember. I'll have to look. Oh, we have a little Virginia creeper vine growing here. That's not good. It's a weed. I'm gonna pull that out because that's not a cool thing. They're like vines, but they're weeds. They're a pain in the butt. I'll show you an example of how big they get. The neighbors have them. Fake petunias right there and there. The sweet lilium that's done blooming. Over here is our Douglas fir pine tree. It's getting new growth here. It's not doing as well as it should, but it's doing good. Here's the quaking aspen. It's doing okay. It's kind of not doing that well, but it's doing okay. And then let me show you the rest of the front yard bushes. Here's the boxwood bushes. More of these flowers. These ones are done blooming, but that one's gonna start, which is cool. The dead hydrangea. More bushes, and then the cat spruce, and then over here in our neighbor's yard, I'll show you a little example of the Virginia creeper vines. They look like this. They're huge. They get like these little berry-looking things that are not edible. All that is one Virginia creeper vine. They look cool, but it's a weed, and so if you have plants around, it's not cool to have. Looks like zone 7 came off. That's our last zone, so I'll be able to show you the back garden. But yeah, these are what the berries look like. They're not blueberries, but we do actually have, the neighbors have a blueberry bush, and I've never really showed you the plants over here, which I probably should. This is behind the pool. They have these trees that was cut down a couple of years ago, and they turned to water sprouts. And I guess so we have one. There's more Virginia creepers, but one side we had One side they have, and I think it was this side, they have a Russian olive tree. This is what this is. They have crappy old spiky thorns on their branches, so that's annoying. They're like, there's one right here. They're hard to see with leaves on them, but in the winter time, that sucks. See, that side has Russian olives, and then next to it, they had a tree. It's a box elder maple tree. That's what this is. They're all water sprouts. They're huge. They doubled in size ever since last winter. They grow super fast because they're water sprouts and they're not good. But I'm okay with them. And I was gonna cut them down, or not cut them down, but put tree killer on them because the neighbors and us agreed. But I decided maybe we won't do that, and I'll tell her, I guess, because I don't know what we're gonna do. And over here, the neighbor has a grapevine, and it's on our side of the fence too, so we get to have some grapes. These aren't the grapes, but this side has the grapevine. Let me move this wheelbarrow. Oops. Here's the grapevine. I actually see some grapes right there. They're cool looking. They're actually turning like a little cool purple color. It's making me very, very hungry. Then I saw like a big bunch of grapes right behind this Virginia grapevine. Look how cool that looks. Look at that. Looks awesome. There's more over there. So yeah. And then here's our shed. Swing set. Yeah, there's some sevens off. I'll show you the whatever you call it, the plants. Here's the pumpkins. Humongous. These are the Big Max pumpkins. They get huge. They're about the size of a very huge beach ball. And then these are the sunflowers, the Meva sunflowers. They're blooming now. There's that one. Those ones up there. They're really cool. Here's another example of a Virginia creeper coming from the horse field, growing onto our side of the fence. So yeah, they suck. They get really big and annoying, and they take over a lot of things, such as the pumpkins that are growing into the grass. And all these weeds down here. Here is more of the pumpkins. You can see they are growing all the way onto the grass. And it looks like they're turning this way, so I don't want that to happen. I'm just gonna leave them straight. So I don't want them to take up this area whether we get to the swings. Here's the more pumpkins. And more pumpkins right here, growing everywhere. They're doing pretty good. I have a whole lot of them. Brussels sprouts are taller. They look cool. Here's the little curls on the side of the stalk. Look at that cool water droplet. Look at that. That'd be a cool slow motion video to make. That's really cool. Anyways, yeah, those little curls I think is where the Brussels sprouts come from. Something like that. And then here's the lettuce. Pretty sure, yeah, that's lettuce. These are the flowers, so it gets pollinated. I'm curious when it's gonna stop blooming. And then here's the pumpkins, also very, very humongous. Here's the storm mix, which is all the different types of lettuces, all that. There's some more water droplet examples. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Here is more of the lettuce. They look like dandelions. It's really cool. And then more of the sunflowers. Look how cool those things are. That one's like half bloomed. Dang. I think we get seeds soon. They're super tall. I'd say these are about 8 or 9 feet tall, maybe. I think so, because I'm like 5 feet tall, so maybe they're 9 or 10. Because I'm like half the size of it. I think I'm 5'4". Here is the, I think this is a weed, but these are the spaghetti squash. Some parts of it are alive, but they're still not doing too good. The green onions are right here. There's one of the sunflowers. You can see this one right there. I don't know if you can see it well. Let me see if I can get closer to it. Okay, so this one, we're getting seeds behind it, as you can see. Let's see if I can rub this thing off. Rub this thing off and you'll see the seeds behind there. The rotting spaghetti squash is hanging out right here. We got some crooked neck squash also. Bee just passed by my ear, I heard that. More sunflowers. Those ones are shorter. Here is the yellow neck, straight neck squash, or whatever they're called, the bumpy looking ones. And the zucchinis, I need to pick more of these. I never got a chance because the zone 7 came down. This one's very, very big. Oh my gosh, it's more than a foot long. And like, I don't know how many inches wide, but a whole lot. There's another one. Yeah, there's zucchinis are doing good. There's another one. Here is the cucumbers. I picked a few of them. I probably need to pick more. There's one right there. Yeah, you're doing good. Man, this is gonna be a long video. Here's the watermelons. They're doing good. And yep, these are the more of the cucumbers. And they're doing good. A lot of them back there. There's one that's right there that's ready. And then more sunflowers. This was the first one that started blooming. You can see its seeds. It looks cool. Look at that up close. I realized something yesterday and the day before. So I guess there's this thing called trypophobia, something like that. And it's like all these holes where people are afraid of them or something like that. And I guess when I look at wasp nests, paper wasp nests, all those holes, they don't creep me out, but like some people they do. Here's the watermelons. Sorry. They're doing good. We picked one yesterday before we left. It was like right here somewhere. It was very big. We ate it too. Oh yeah, and speaking of the watermelon, that's where I figured out the trypophobia, because when we cut it open, where the seeds were, looked like all these holes. There's the cantaloupe. It's or not cantaloupe, like honeydew melon, Crenshaw, I think is what they're called. A lot of this. This one looks weird. The first one that started growing was this one. See, and I don't know if this is ready or not. It's getting like all these cracks in it and stuff. Yeah, there's another one right here. And here's another sunflower. But about what I was saying, the trypophobia, so they don't make me scared, but they make me cringe and my hair starts going up. It feels like that. And so basically, here's a aspen tree. So when I look at, like you look at images of all these holes, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm cringing. My hair feels like it's going up. All these pictures of holes, I guess it's supposed to like make you creeped out or something. And like this is an example. So, you know, that doesn't creep me out, but now it kind of does. I don't know why. It used to not creep me out, but now it kind of does. It's like when you look at all these holes, whatever, such as a wasp nest, a paper wasp nest, but like they show like nasty pictures of like, and they're not real. Like it's like made up, edited picture of someone's foot, and like all these holes in it. It's disgusting. It creeps people out, and like it makes me cringe, but for some reason it looks satisfying. But at the same time makes me cringe. But other than that, that's all of our garden. Pretty sure I showed all of it. I'm still waking up. We have a busy day today to unpack everything from our trip and all that stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And that'll be it for today. So yeah, guess I'll see y'all later.